Hello, my beautiful, beautiful friends. Love to see you. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Eggwars. Thank you so much for your continued support. I really, really do appreciate it, so glad to have you with me. Alright, now by my estimate, it has been about enough time, about 2 weeks, so yes, we're gonna drop in a little quick shill here. Boom, boom, boom. If you like Egg Wars, consider dropping a buck or two in the SIP fund in the description, PayPal shit. Yes, sirree. That's about it on that. And also, my boy, Fart Crapper, the CEO of Soiree Games, he has released a trailer for his new up-and-coming title, Cuck Invaders, which, if you're familiar with the Neckbeards universe, is a Neckbeards universe-themed Space Invaders type game. Looks pretty crisp in the trailer, and so I'm gonna link that trailer in the description. Check that out if you are so inclined. But I gotta be real with you guys for a minute. So actually, I already filmed a 30-minute Egg Wars today, and now this time I didn't fuck it up with rage. I fucked it up. It was too. I wanted to make something very positive, so really, I kind of went into it talking all positive, and about 20 minutes in, I was like, okay, it started sounding like some fucking new age self-help shit. And, I mean, it was good. I guess I'm nothing wrong with what I was saying, but it was falling flat to me, so I was just like, I sat there for like 3 minutes, and I was like, nah, this isn't gonna work. However, yes, I drank my sip. Well, I don't want to have another sip. You know, I'm gonna keep myself awake. I gotta get up in the morning. I got my x-ray. We might find out I might be able to walk today, or, fuck, I really, really hope I don't have to have surgery, because they said last time it was healing good, and I wasn't gonna need surgery, so we're gonna hope, you know. But, fuck it. Well, I got this, nice, cheap, extremely swillish, whiskey here. And I have a Diet Coke. So I'm not going to drink a lot of whiskey, because I don't need to be too drunk, but a little something, a little fire to the palate, lads. Cheers. Ugh. I don't know. It reminds me of Evan Williams. Is that what it's called? Ugh, Evan Williams, man. That was like the first whiskey that I ever bought on my own. Oh my god, that was so bad. Motherfucking like $10 bottle, big old like $7.50 or some shit for like $10. Oh, actually it wasn't like 10, it was probably like 12, 13, something like that, but oh my god. Oh, it was so rank. Oh, actually, now that I think about that Evan Williams whiskey, I'm going to tell you a story it's totally unrelated to any other shit that I was going to talk about today. This new revised edition. So back I was 21 years old. I was living out in this, for the first time, like I mentioned in the roommate stories video. The dude who I lived on the upstairs level with, he was always a super spicy food guy. Super, super spicy. He was more of I've been on and off cigarettes for, years and years now, but he definitely, he was a regular smoker, so I don't know if that just kind of dulled his taste buds a little bit. I don't like to think that's happening to me, but, in any case. But he got into, he's like, I really like spicy foods. He was, big on the spicy. I have never been big on spicy. I could probably tell some more stories about that, but in any case, so he just was like, man, I want to just make some really spicy food. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, dude. Hey, do what you want. So he went on Amazon and he ordered this Dave's Insanity hot sauce. Now, I know nowadays there's like this hot sauce culture from Hot Wings and, all this pop culture shit with hot, whatever, everybody's breaking it down so Reddit-like, everything's all by the digits and everything. But anyways, it was just a lot hotter shit than, either of us had ever eaten. So, he gets this Insanity sauce, and he's like, what should I do? What should we make? What should we do with this? And he decided, and I was like, okay, that sounds like, yeah, cool, sure. I endorsed his decision. He threw on some chili, so we're chilling in the, I don't think the downstairs dude was, here at the time, if I recall correctly. I think it was after he had, made his leave, if I do recall. So it was like December, January, something like that. And he's cooking up this big old pot, and he's dripping, dip into the pot of chili, and he's like, well, it's super strong, so it only needs it doesn't need that much. And he honestly, he was putting in drop, and this is a big old pot of chili, so you wouldn't think that it would really be that powerful. Now, So we had this chili, and I think there was 2 instances, because he kept on eating this shit. I ate like 1 portion, and I'll tell you what happened with that, but I think we did the chili dogs first. Because I definitely recall eating the chili dogs. I think then he had some bowls of it. We did chili dogs, and I think we each did like a drop on the chili dog, as also with what was in the chili. And me, I'm basically a smooth-brained dum-dum head, so when I do something that's like, when I'm about to make a terrible decision, if I'm about to do something that could seriously impede my health or cause danger to me, I'm like, hey, I can't think more than 5 seconds in the future. Fuck it, dude, let's do it. Whoa! Woohoo! So, nothing to it but to do it. We did our dips on our dogs, and the dips in the chili on the dogs, and we got it all together, and we just started munching. When you're trying to eat something, like if you're doing a food challenge, like you're trying to you're trying to, win a shirt at a restaurant or something, you just don't like, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't like sit on the flavor, you know what I mean? Don't, there's something with an R I'm trying to think of, like I don't know. Don't let it stew on you, just fucking, boom, eat it, you're done, okay, good. Now, I felt like I did that. I felt like I did it the right way. I felt like I was doing it the smart way, but, I ate the chili dog, and immediately my fucking, and with this insanity, this is like it's like a ghost pepper. So if you have like this really hot pepper, it's like, you don't, it's not like boom, hits you and then tapers down. It's like, it's inching along, all of a sudden you're like, okay, hey, it tastes pretty good. I mean, yeah, the flavor was good, And then it gets to this point where all of a sudden it's like, it's boom, boom, boom. It's like it's coming and knocking at the door, boom, 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 and you're just like, all of a sudden I was like, holy shit, motherfucker! Oh, it's burning up! It's hot! It's hot! Oh, it's too hot! So, we go for the milk. I go for the milk. We had the milk. I'm going there and I'm like, now the milk, I'm taking it like a fucking, I don't even know, like a medicine, I'm taking like little shots of milk, doing swish, swish, swish. It was not helping. It was like pouring a thimble of water on a fucking huge fire. It was just like, you maybe it did a little, you like, something. I mean, it did something, but it wasn't not enough of something. And so yeah, long story short, I gave the milk a try. I did a couple glasses. Wasn't going anywhere. I actually ran out of our apartment, and like I said, it was December, January, wintertime, Minnesota. I went and I actually stuck my face into a snowbank. Now, I don't know, it seems very cartoonish to me that I did that, It was kind of like, I mean, just silly, right? Silly. But it worked. It worked. I went and I was just like, fucking mouth open wide, just like, oh yeah, it was just like my face, like freezing my face, but I was so heated that like, it just felt good. It felt good. And I fucking stuck my face into that snow for probably like 10 or 15 minutes. Cause I remember he came out and he was fucking like, but he wasn't, like I said, I can be sensitive to some things, and I think heat, cause I'm a white people, I think that's one of those things. But, I survived that. Now, it's reminded me, wow, I'm so crazy. I'm sorry, I know you guys, you're used to this shit by now, probably. I got a message the other day where this guy's like, you're so incoherent, dude. You can't stay on topic for 3 minutes. It's true though. It's true, but hey, you know what? If you guys like it, you obviously like it a lot more than the anime videos, cause you guys watch this, so we're gonna keep up with it, man. Hey, whatever, it's all good. My other, spice story that comes to mind, when was this? It was early spring of last year. I was with my ex-girlfriend, and we were driving up, or I think we went and seen my parents, and we were driving back to our apartment, and, there was this place we'd never been to before. There was a place that we stopped at a few times, and it was this Mexican restaurant by a movie theater, and it was usually, like, right before we hit the, it was like the last stop pretty much before we were taking the, interstate straight back to where we were going. So, I don't know. She was being fucking crazy. She was being a nut job. She was like, hey, you know what? It was a Sunday, I think it was. She was like, we go to this place. We've been to this place multiple times. I've tried what they have there. We need to try something new. So I'm driving up, I'm not paying attention to shit. I'm driving, just doing my thing. And she pulls up some restaurant. She's like, yeah, this is the restaurant. We gotta go here. This is the high-rated restaurant. We gotta go to this restaurant. We're going here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. All right, fine. So I fucking take the exit and I'm going to this restaurant and holy shit, ghetto. It was I'm driving down the street and it's like everything's Mexican and there's like it's like a narrow street, like a one-car street pretty much, and there's like 50 Mexicans like on the street covered in tattoos. It looks like there's some prostitution going on. Maybe people like walk. It was just fucking shady. And so we pull up at this Mexican restaurant, and it's on one side you had a tattoo shop. Everything just looked like so sketchy. Everything did, and it was just super super sketch. You had like the tattoo shop, and then there was a fucking immigration. It was like weird. It was like this. It was basically like an immigration coach or something, like get coached to get your green card. I don't know. It was some weird shit. I had never been to this neighborhood and I never ever in my life intend to go back. But anyway, so we get there and there's a parking spot. It was on the street. So the parking was limited, but thankfully, I'm going to get a nosebleed, I think. Fuck my life, dude. Can't catch a break today. Let's hope not. Anyway, so thankfully there was parking. We get out, go in this restaurant. She's like, oh yeah, this is the one. And it's just like a counter. Like you walk in, like there was like, steps and there's like a counter there and they had a few seats like way off. Like it was like you had to walk all the way back and around. There was a few seats there. So I'm like, trying to think. This was before I lost my job, I think, but I was still, I still was trying to be stingy with money for the most part in any case because I've never been super financially stable. So she's like, okay, well, what do you want? Okay, a few beef, or a few, she always got the steak tacos, the carne asada. She always liked the carne asada tacos. So I was like, yeah, I'll just take, I think I got like 2 or whatever. And, I don't remember, I think she's the one that got the hot sauce, but she got this hot sauce. And, so we go to our table, and they're like, so this is ghetto. They don't have fountain drinks. They're just selling, they have like 12 packs of or like Fanta. They're like selling Fanta by the can. So I got like an orange Fanta, couples tacos, and like they didn't have any hot sauce on them, but I was like, I started eating, I took my 2 tacos, I started eating the 1 taco. I'm like, oh, the flavor was good. Shit, if this restaurant was like, in my town or something, hey, I'd slide through there if I knew I wasn't gonna get carjacked and mugged and offered a prostitute. Hey, yeah, sure, let's go do it, Oh, my nose is just killing me. Allergies, I'm telling you guys, these fucking allergies. Why do I have allergies? It's gonna be goddamn December. It is my birthday 1 week from today. It's fucking freezing outside. Why is there allergies still, goddammit? Is it because of the cats? I never really had allergies to cats. I don't know what it is. Anyway. But yes, they had this like green sauce, and it was like a green sort of like paste almost. It wasn't like a green like runny. It was like a green paste, but it wasn't wasabi. But I was like, hey, you know what? I got 2 tacos. Yeah, I'll take, whatever. I got the 1 taco. Eat that. Hey, that's good. Let me try it with some of the sauce. So I fucking just like take the little paper cup and I just like squish it on the whole taco. And like, I kind of like started off slim and then like one end had a big glob. So this end with this big glob, of course, super smart man, super big old galaxy brain guy. I take the fucking taco and I just fucking, like half the taco, it's got all this big glob on it. I start eating it and, did I immediately realize that I had made a terrible, terrible mistake. This shit, as I came to find out because, my ex, she spoke Spanish, so she translated. She's like, oh yeah, that's the not for white people sauce. That's like what they actually called it. And oh my god, I was literally fucking sobbing, and I wasn't even trying to cry. Like, I wasn't even trying to cry. Like, that was not my intention, but I was involuntary as tears were just, like, streaming down my face. And I was like, suffering. Oh, my God. That's all it was. It was like my fucking body was, like, seizing up. It was just too much. And, oh, my God, I felt it for, like, 2 hours after the fact. My Fanta was not assisting me there. It was like, it just fucking spread it around. It was like fucking juicing a habanero and something even worse, like into my mouth and just like rubbing the oils into my taste buds. Ugh. Holy shit, it was awful. So yeah, basically, long story short, I like a little bit of spice to a food. I know I'm not asking for bland food. I like a little spice in there, but I just can't do the hot stuff. And that was all started by that was all started by some cheap whiskey that I happen to own, that I recall owning at the time of eating Insanity Death Sauce. But, yes, what was I going to talk about? I've been up sitting here and watching the rise of Bitcoin. It's going crazy today. I know I've accepted Bitcoin donations for the Eggwars, and, like, honestly, like, I would say people don't really need to worry about that shit anymore, cause, like, oh yeah, and I remember. I've actually traded cryptos once before. I have traded cryptos once before. It was back in June, I believe. Yeah. So in June, I'd gotten doxxed again, semi-doxxed anyway, and I was just, I was sitting around, playing World of Warcraft every day. But what had happened was, I don't know, was there a boost or something to BTC in the June period? I don't really remember. Anyway, somebody had sent me BTC like a couple months beforehand, and I was just sitting on it. It had gone up some. I had gotten like $5 in some time in the past, and like I just done nothing with it. Gone up to like 15 or something. So I was like, okay, hey, that's pretty cool. I got like $15. Let's go play a little bit, and I brought it onto a market. It wasn't Coinbase. Fuck. I don't remember which. It was some market that I don't remember what it even was. It was yeah, whatever. I don't remember what it was. But I brought it on there, and I spent a little time on Biz, and I went in with, what was the first one? Oh, Minerium. Yeah, Minerium. They were like, oh, Minerium, it's the next big thing. It's going crazy. It's going to go crazy. So I put my $15 into Minerium, and it actually went up. My 15 went to 60, so it was a 400%, 4 times increase, and I was like, holy shit, man. Oh, I started sitting there like, ooh, woo, money, I'm gonna be, woo. And, then I put it into, fuck, I don't think, no, what was the other one? It wasn't Dogecoin. There was some other one that I put it into that was like, it brought it up to like $90. I honestly don't remember what that one was. It was so forgettable. But, I was like, sitting there, I'm like, ooh, shit, $90. Ooh, turn 15 to 90. Holy shit, that's a goddamn like that's like a 6 times, for my starting amount. I was thinking like I'm Wolf of Wall Street, And then I went on and, I was being a big dumbhead, and I was like, oh, I went into waves, and it was holding steady, and then I was on this other exchange where it was like, there was a certain kind of coin, it was like the Biz coin, and you could only buy it with waves, and I was like, oh shit, it's the Biz coin, so only people on Biz are gonna know about it. Whoa, that's like a no-brainer, dude. Whoa, yeah, it's gotta go up, it's the Biz coin. And so I then put all of my money into this fucking like Biz coin, which lasted maybe like one day before it just totally, it was funny today, because I was watching everyone's like, oh my god, $10,000 Bitcoin, it's crazy. Because I got some Bitcoin now, so I was kind of, and the people who I follow on Twitter, a lot of them are like really into it. Some of these guys who I'm talking to, they're making big moolah off the cryptos. And, I went through my web history and I found like this Bizcoin. I dug through all these like months of history. I found the fucking Bizcoin. And, yeah, still holding all those bags. Never sold a single goddamn one. 188 Bizcoin. Never went anywhere. Gosh darn. But, a dude, like I said, people I follow on Twitter, they follow this shit pretty close. Like, they subscribe to all the blogs. They pay money to, like, get in, like, these Discord chats about it. Guy told me, he's like, man, you know what? You gotta get your Bitcoin out of your physical wallet, and you gotta put it on an exchange, because there's a couple that are going crazy right now. And I did. I went out, I took my Bitcoins that I do have. I got a fair amount, but Bitcoin's still going up and up, so no reason to, but I dabbled. I've dabbled in a couple different coins now. So your boy, might be looking at some gains here off these altcoins. I don't know. It's sketch. All these altcoins are sketch. You have like your Litecoin, your Ethereum that have like gone up, have done something, and BTC has done something, but like a lot of them kind of fall by the wayside. So I'm gonna be chilling on it, If I were to lose I'm putting it, I said I'm what do you call it? Diversifying my funds, my investments. So if they die out, if they go to shit, well, I still got, BTC is still on the up and up. So I guess, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'm hoping to bring a little bit of the bacon back home. So, who knows, we could be enhancing the Eggwars experience in the near future with my crypto earnings, but highly doubt it. I'm kind of fucking stupid, so who knows? But I don't want to be negative though. Let me tell you, like I said, the original Eggwars that I just filmed that I decided was not the ticket, it was not the way. I wanted it to be a very positive video. I just didn't have enough really to say to fill the whole shebang. But I think I probably do now. So, I was, I talked to a fair amount of people. I don't always get back to everyone, and for those people who I just seem to have a habit of not getting back to on time, I do apologize, especially in recent times, I don't ever like to feel like I'm getting so big that, that I'm not showing love to everybody, because I want to show the most love to everybody that I possibly can at all times. I know that we can all fucking make it. I believe in every single person who I talk to. I know, I don't think I've seen a single person. Well, actually, no, I shouldn't say that. The people who, a lot of people who I talk to that I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna make it, are people who they message me and all they have to say is just it's not even that it's usually they have something to say where they hate me, It's weird because it's like, if it's self-hatred, I've felt negativity towards myself many a time, but it's important to just, holy fuck, my nose. It's important to just, try and block as much of the negativity from your mind as possible, because, if you're willing to just, try and keep that slate clean and always look at something with fresh eyes, not that you shouldn't learn from mistakes, but just try to keep the most fresh, optimistic perspective on things as possible, but people, they find me and they're like, oh, it's the black pill guy, so everything he says is gonna be, we're all gonna die, everything's the worst, and shit, I'm not an unrealistic guy, you know what I mean, but I'm just telling you the facts. Even if you're about to go down on the ship, if the ship's going down and motherfuckers are clawing at you and you're seeing people, dipping and drowning and their hands going underneath the water, you better be going like this and saying, oh shit, better stretch and get ready to swim, you know what I mean? I can never see, even if the hope is just the tiniest sliver, you're betting on the tiniest chance in the world, you know what I mean? You gotta still make that bet, if it's make a 1 in a million bet or make a 0 bet, and just, walk away from the table and, walk into a fucking firing squad or a guillotine, it's like shit. You might as well try, and, I was gonna say, I've been talking to some people lately, and, people go through a lot of problems. We all have our stressors in our lives. I talk to people from students, I talk to people all the way up to people who have families, and everybody has stress, Students, especially the college students who I've been talking to lately, they are doing their exams, they got papers, all this different stuff, and I've been through that, I was browsing my sent mails earlier on my old Gmail account, the one I've had for 13 years now, 12, 13 years. And, I was like, oh, maybe there's some cool, funny things here I could dabble in. And, I came to remember, from my high school years, my college years, I had so many assignments that I would not do on time. I would send them to myself and be like, I wouldn't do them with the allotted time given in class, because I would just be I would be in this mind frame where I'd be anxious, I couldn't focus, I wasn't feeling the best, so I'd be like, shit, I'm just gonna, I'll mark down what I need to do, I'll send it to myself, and I'll do it when I get home, which, didn't often happen. Or if it did, it was like, very, very last minute, like, it was 1 hour before I had to shower for school, and I'm just sitting there like, I'm going crazy on the keyboard, It wasn't good. And so, like, I talk to people too who are like the same thing, like, oh, I'm skipping class today, I just don't feel like I'm all in it, and it's like, I can't tell you, it would be hypocritical of me to criticize somebody for doing that since I was like that, but for all the people that are out there who are putting their 100% in, they deserve to be getting their recognition for all they're going through. In any case, I'm kind of going on a tangent. What I was going to say is, when you're feeling these stressful situations, when you're in these binds like I have found myself in the past, where I'm like, oh my God, I'm in this harsh situation, and I just don't know what I'm going to do. I had the time where my car was breaking down, and I didn't have anything to do, and I was like, fuck, the stress is just getting to me. I felt like I was going to just fucking lose it, and I have lost it a couple times. I fucking snapped a couple times and ended up in a hospital a couple times for being a fucking kook. I don't want you guys to go through that, but sometimes it happens, I guess. But anyway, the important thing that you have to always remember is that no matter what's happening to you, no matter what bullshit you are going through, no matter if you're in a stressful college situation, if you're breaking up with a long-time partner you've had, if you are, what was the other one that I was thinking of? Whatever. You have to, it's important to de-escalate these feelings of anxiety that you have in whatever way you can. Like for me, I'm feeling some shit like, oh, my heart's gonna stop. Oh my God, I just don't know. I don't always handle it the best. Sometimes I've smoked marijuana. That's not a good way to go about it, but it has calmed me down occasionally. Sometimes I'll drink liquor. Also not a good way to go about it. But, because sometimes it's calming me down. Sometimes it makes me feel kind of okay. Woo, woo, woo. And sometimes it makes me really frustrated, makes me just really get upset even more. And so that's, those are very bad ways to handle it. It's substance, dependency. It's not good. What I suggest is you find yourself in a very stressful situation. I pretty much say when you're really stressed, you can never look at a situation in the best kind of way. When you're really stressed, you're never going to have the best perspective on anything, you know what I mean? So what you need to try to do, de-stress in any way you can. And like I said, substance dependency is not the best way. But I've always found, spending a little bit of time in nature sounds ridiculous, you know what I mean? It sounds ridiculous, but the way I look at it is, let's say I'm facing a very stressful situation, I drive out to a little park or something, I'm out in nature, I'm away from the hustle and bustle, and I think to myself, if I lost it all tomorrow, if tomorrow, all my computer exploded and, and suddenly there was no food and whatever, all kinds of crazy shit happened, the worst case scenario possible, I could come back to this park and I could sit here and I could still take in the beauty of the trees and the leaves and the animals and the birds and the squirrels and all that. I could still have that and I could still appreciate that even if all the worst shit in the world happened, if I still, tomorrow, I can still wake up in the morning. I can still breathe. I can still see. I can still smell. I can still talk, It sounds crazy, you're like, well, if your life is that bad that you have to fucking, appreciate the fact you can see and you're not blind, damn. But, you don't want to look at it with that negative perspective, God damn, my nose is driving me fucking insane. I have no tissue. I have nothing. I'm so sorry that my nose is just going crazy right now. I'm gonna make an effort. I'm gonna set my hands on my sides. We have about 5 minutes of video left. I'm gonna try and do that. No more face touch. No more nose touch. And if you're somebody who is suffering, a really, really serious situation, like I said, long-term relationship, going to shit, whether it's a sort of a mutual ending of things, or you're getting cheated on, or somebody that you're close to passes away, or they, somebody maybe that's an internet friend, all of a sudden they deactivate, and and you're losing somebody close to you, and you're going through a lot of emotion. all I can tell you is that time is going to heal those wounds. I know when I went through my situation last year with my ex, I was thrown for a fucking loop. I was sitting around. I was smoking like a motherfucker. I was drinking like a motherfucker. I have a eating disorder, I think, because I have a tendency to eat my feelings. You all saw how I was looking last year. I was fucked up. That was when I was still walking around on my job and all that. I was drinking so much. I was doing all that, I was really fucked up. But time, the more time that went by, it was like I was more comfortable to, because the pain was not as severe. I mean, I'll tell you the truth, like, my mustache is messing with me. Like, I've even had, I'm trying to remember when the most recent time was. I think even in the last couple months, I was digging through my shit one day, and I found some of my ex's stuff in a box, and I had to lay down because it reminded me of some shit that happened between us, and it was like, ooh, it put me in a very bad mood. And there's going to be times like that, where that's something that you're able to push away, maybe it's going to pop back up. But the more distance you put between yourself and that pain that you were experiencing, the easier it's going to be to try and feel that recovery, you know what I mean? And, there's a lot of aspects to this, but like I said, probably the main things that I focus on when you're feeling down and you're feeling like, maybe it's the end, you're feeling like your life's not worth it, you're feeling like you're genetically inferior, you're feeling like your life's going nowhere, try and step back from the whole system a little bit, Go and, just go breathe up some fresh air, just go and maybe treat yourself to a donut or something, Like I said, this stuff kind of was coming off as like, something that a housewife would read, but I'm telling you guys, I've been through a lot of shit where I just fucking feel like I want to rip my own head off and just to separate myself from the situation a little bit. Oh god, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Oh my god, it's driving me fucking insane. Mentally separate yourself a little bit from the pain, because it's a coping mechanism. It's totally a coping mechanism, but don't fucking listen to all the internet comments where, oh, cope, bro, you're coping, bro. Yeah, I am gonna fucking cope because I'm not gonna fucking drive myself crazy over some bullshit, I got plenty of other reasons to live. Even if it's, I'm gonna go walk in a park tomorrow and that's my only reason to live. Well, shit. It's a nice fucking park. It's got nice trees, and it's got nice wildlife, and it's got a beautiful little, garden that somebody planted there, so fuck it. It is worth it, okay? As long as we're here, as long as we're walking around, as long as we're drawing breath, as long as I'm fucking itching the shit out of my nose, okay, sorry guys, it's actually not worth it anymore, because my fucking nose is just itching so badly that I'm going to give myself a nosebleed. I know I am. I just don't want to do it while I'm on camera here, because, oh my god, it is just fucking driving me nuts. The important thing to remember, my friends, is that we are all gonna make it, even if we eat a bunch of, super hot sauce that makes us sick, and we lose all our money trading on fucking bitcoins, as long as we're getting up in the morning, we're taking breath, we're walking around, we're able to take a deep breath in and out, we're able to do a little bit of this, hey, there you go. And I'll tell you right now, there's been times where deep breath has not done it for me, where I'm like really pissed off about something, and deep breath does not do it for me. Hey, nothing wrong with going to the gym and trading some blows, go to the punching bag, do. If I'm pissed off enough that a deep breath and a nap does not clear some pissed off autist rage that I got going on, beat up a pillow, beat up a punching bag. That does it for me. You might fuss up your knuckles a little bit if you're going too wild, but I don't know. That's what I do. I mean, that's just, it's bad. Oh, Christ. Violence is never the answer, kids. Violence and substance dependency is not the answer. It's gonna fuck your life up even worse. But do I do that from time to time? Yeah, I still kinda do, yeah. But I don't glorify it, and I'm not proud of it. But it doesn't matter, my brothers, because we're still all gonna make it no matter what the fuck happens. If you're walking and talking and breathing and sneezing and rubbing your face like a fucking junkie, like a fucking addict, we're gonna make it. All right, well, that was a little better than the last episode because I didn't just shut the fuck up and I've been able to talk and whatever. I'm thinking on the inside out. In any case, my friends, thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Egg Wars. So glad to have had you with me today. And like I said, you can check out that trailer in the description. Otherwise, my friends, we will see you next time. Peace out, my dudes.
Sounds from the void.